The Earth is never truly silent. It speaks, through cracks in the ground, through the sound of tremors. This is the story of a woman who learned to listen.
Maya often looked at the old hills outside her town near San Francisco, California. It felt as though the ground itself wanted to tell her something. Years ago, these hills stood calm and still. But today, the earth trembles and cracks appear where there were none before. She remembered 1989, the Loma Prieta earthquake that shook San Francisco when part of the Bay Bridge itself collapsed. Then her mind drifted further back to 1755, to Lisbon, Portugal, a beautiful historic city reduced to rubble in moments. These were not small events. They were nature's alarms, reminding us how small we truly are. But the world has changed since then. Today, from California to the Mediterranean coasts of Europe, the world lives under the shadow of seismic threats and climate change. So the question becomes, will we simply remain spectators? Experts now say that melting glaciers and shifting water pressure on the Earth's crust are triggering fault lines that had been silent for centuries. Europe's record heat waves and California's wildfires are signs of the same structural instability beneath the concrete jungles we've built. Maya decided she would no longer simply be a part of the fear. She saw how people in San Francisco were strengthening their old buildings through something called seismic retrofitting. She studied Italy's earthquake-resistant building codes, where historic cities were rebuilt stronger using science after disaster struck. She learned about Greece's community drills, where every school teaches children to drop, cover, and hold.
To drop, cover, and hold. You are all doing a wonderful job. Perfect. Hold on to that desk leg. Great job.
Europe's early warning systems taught her that science and technology are true freedom. Real freedom isn't living in fear. It's having a home, a plan, and an awareness so strong that nature's shocks cannot break you. She brought the people of her town together. They built emergency kits, identified the strongest parts of their homes, and planned their escape routes. Maya explained that an earthquake isn't a punishment. It's simply the Earth's natural way of settling itself. If we understand the principles of engineering and the laws of nature, we may not be able to erase a disaster like this, but we can certainly reduce its damage. Whether in California or in Europe, the lesson is the same. When a community prepares together, the disaster feels smaller. The sun was setting, and Maya stood at the top of the hill. She wasn't afraid anymore. She had come to understand that the Earth's pain and our own story are one and the same. If we protect it, it will protect us in return. She knew that when the next tremor came, she and her people would not simply be victims of fear. They would be ready. Because real strength doesn't lie in the firmness of the soil, but in the mindset of people who stand like a wall against every hardship. The earth will keep trembling, but Maya's hope and her readiness will never tremble again. If you enjoyed this story, tell us in the comments what you do to prepare your home for earthquakes, and subscribe for the next story.